What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Organization 2, the best Kingdom Hearts podcast in my friend's basement. So,
I mean, that's a title that works for a couple of these episodes.
I mean, so we're still up in Ohio recording. We're doing some bulk recording so we can get ahead of it beforehand. A little bit of news. We're on Stitcher, as well as Portocast or something like that. I can check real quick, but we're on two different sites in addition to Anchor now. We're on Pocket Cast, my bad. Mm-hmm. So Pocket Cast, Stitcher, and Anchor.
Are we on iTunes yet?
No. I have not heard back from iTunes yet. I have not heard back from Spotify yet. That's what we're on.
Gotcha.
We have technically this we're working on getting your podcasts on every listening platform there is. We'll let you know as it becomes available and stuff. So that's all I know from Anchor.
Yay.
Thank you guys, Anchor, for doing this and sponsoring it. Well, not sponsored. We're not sponsored in any way, shape, or form. Thank you for putting up and getting us out there and everything like that. It'll also be up on YouTube. These will be weekly. Thinking every Monday. Mm-hmm. Probably by about noon.
Noon for EST.
Noon EST. So you can expect them once a week. If they're getting a lot of love, maybe we'll try to push them to twice.
We'll see how well that works.
We'll see how well that works. Because the other thing is we need to come up with topics, and coming up with today's topic was going to be a little tough. We have one for number 4 that I'm really excited for. We're going to try to get it recorded. Oh, I don't know when we're going to get recorded, but we're going to try. We're going to try to get it recorded. Number 4 is going to be really interesting because it's something that I talked about in number 2. So we're going to come back to that.
Yes.
So today we're going to talk about and this is just from an Amino page, the Kingdom Hearts Amino.
Oh.
And it's just these are this person over here. I'm going to say thank you, Martinez, for this. This is the commonly argued KH topics. And so we're going to see if we argue them or not. And when there's 5.
And see, you've looked at them.
I have. You have not looked at them. So we have talked about some of these before. So we will we'll talk about them. We'll talk about the goods, the bads, everything that goes behind them.
And then I just might say a couple things here and there.
Yeah, that's fine.
I mean, I'm Sando.
That's how it works. We'll get there.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm there. I'm everywhere.
The one thing I do want to throw in is I hope you guys enjoyed the stock footage. Eventually, when if this podcast picks up enough, we'll actually put footage about the stuff we're talking about. But until then, that's too much work.
Until then, we're going to do KH2
we're
because
gonna
that's so much more fun.
KH2 because KH2 is just it aged the best.
It's not 3D. It's
all that matters. Dream Drop it's hard to play Dream Drop. I think I'm going to try maybe after KH3 comes out, maybe we'll try to take our Saturdays and we'll just record all the footage and go through all the games on Proud Mode or as hard a mode as we can.
That's fine.
So once we finish KH3, we'll do that. Then we'll have stock footage that we can just run through, get all the story, have it all down, and then all we have to do is, it's this game, so we can pull that footage and stuff like that. That'll be our plan.
We can look forward to that.
All being said, I'm Kill, again, if you're having trouble placing voices. And I have Sando with me.
Yep, I'm here.
We were wrong about Sando's Twitter handle in the last one. It's at Sando153. It's 153.
You're right.
It is, yes. We messed up on that. And then mine is Mind of Kill on Twitter. So if you guys have any suggestions of topics to talk about, tweet them out at us, comment on the YouTube, send hate mail to Sando's house, all that fun stuff.
Let us, do that one.
Yeah, do that one.
I was just let us know. Wait, no, that's not good.
Yeah. So just let us know what you'd like to hear us talk about or get our opinions on. As KH3 comes out, we will be doing special KH3 ones as we come up with as we're going through the storyline.
I have a question about hate mail.
Yes.
If can we send it to your P.O. box instead?
Yeah, we can send it to my P.O. box. Then it would be useful. Oh, I have to pay for that this month.
Because I already get enough junk mail and I don't want to add more.
I haven't checked that thing in 3 months, so it's full 3 months worth of junk mail.
Nice.
Yeah, I should probably go do that when we get back. Maybe I'll stop back in on the way back if we come in through that way.
Maybe
we come in through the north versus coming in from the west.
The west.
The west. So that all being said, all right. Number 1. Now I'm going to explain this because when I read it, I did not get it. Canon ships or no canon ships, as in the characters you ship together, as in this character should be with this character. Should that be canon or not? Or are there any canon ships you're happy about? Any that you're not happy about? that kind of thing.
So the obvious one is
not gummy ships.
I understand that.
Yes.
But the obvious ones are Sora and Kairi.
And Sora and Riku, yes.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah,
and
those are the two biggest ones.
And technically Riku and Kairi because it's a full love triangle.
Yes, there is a full love triangle, although I would argue to say that Riku really is not that interested in Kairi anymore.
Yeah.
That was KH1 Riku. He got through all his angsty problems of wanting to basically pull out the best he could of his best friend.
Yeah, I also agree.
So, because he did that fully just to take advantage of Sora and try to get him flustered and all that stuff. Because he never did share the Paopu fruit.
No.
With her.
He didn't put that drawing on the cave wall, so he's not true.
Right, and she finished that drawing on the cave wall.
Yes.
So there's also that. Any other ships? How do you feel about them? Do you feel... Because I personally am a fan of the Sora Kairi ship. Mm-hmm. I'm very happy with that. I see that as very canon. Mm-hmm. I don't see any problems with that, and I'm very excited to see that come to fruition at the end of 3.
Yes, there's another one, because it's the trio, you can have the Nobody trio. Roxas and, well, I would say Roxas and Naminé.
But see, that goes right on back to if Roxas and Naminé are together, well, then Sora and Kairi are together.
Yeah.
Because I don't think they're going to give Roxas his own separate heart.
True. But another one, Axel Roxas or Axel Naminé.
Ooh.
Because I can see Axel Naminé.
I could see Axel Naminé, but I feel like that would come down to being the same thing as a Riku Kairi. Mm-hmm. And it's just probably not going to happen. The one we didn't talk about that I think would be kind of there. No, Xion doesn't exist.
I keep hoping. I honestly keep hoping.
Like she's... I don't think, even though she looks like she's coming back in 3, I don't think she'll ever, like, and I'm using air quotes here, exist.
Yeah.
So I don't think, like, she's the nobody of a nobody.
She's got the story, but she doesn't have the in-depth character.
Yeah, she's a nobody of a nobody. Which isn't bad.
I feel like she's going to have the angst, though.
Oh, she totally is. Yeah. Because she wasn't remembered. But, like, there's no way for them to remember her. Like, Roxas tried his butt off.
Yeah.
But the one I was going to say is Terra Aqua.
Yeah, that's another one I was going to say.
That's another one I'd like to see happen.
Another one...
I don't know that it will, because Aqua is going to be very, like...
All right. So
she's going to be who?
Yeah. Hear me out on this. And this is a very obvious...
I swear to God.
But I want more in-depth with it, because it's on the Disney side.
Oh, gosh.
Mickey and Minnie. Can we see more of that?
Oh, okay. You know what? Yeah. Because, like, well, it's also with Donald and
Daisy.
Daisy. Like, I wouldn't mind seeing more of that.
Yeah.
I also kind of want to know, like, if we're going to go down that road, I'd like to know what happens with Max when his dad left.
I
would love to have an idea of what's going on with Max when Goofy left. Or where Max even is, or if he's canonically in Kingdom Hearts.
Or even if they go down the road of showing Max, then they have to show, what's his name? Oliver, Pete's son.
Yeah.
And Penny, Pete's wife.
They might show him.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'd like to see that in maybe in a future game. I don't think it's going to happen in 3.
Yeah, no.
But I'd like to see that in a future game, like, or even if it's epilogue, just knowing what happens after Xehanort's gone.
Or even if it's like a little small Easter egg, say like in Tutorial Town, you can go down this alley and you can see Max and he's waiting.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Yeah, you can see Max, you know. Also, what happened to Pluto? We haven't seen Pluto in a while.
Pluto, you saw here and there in 1 as sort of a guiding dog. So here's where you need to go.
Yeah, he was in Traverse Town.
Yeah,
we saw him a little in a couple of the other games, but we didn't really see him in 2.
In 2, you saw him in the beginning. He was at Disney Castle for a little bit, and then
$5 that dog is actually like Xehanort, like right there.
No.
Like, it's not true. There's no sort of headcanon where that could ever be possible. No. But like, that dog travels more than an organization member does.
Yeah, I feel like if we see Pluto again, it's going to be with Merlin or Yensid.
Oh, probably Yensid.
Just because of how
I'd see with Yensid more than Merlin. Mm-hmm. Merlin's a little too. Oh, all right. Cross game canon that I'm going to throw out here. There's a little bit of a headcanon that I think would be kind of cool.
All right,
completely headcanon.
Hit me up.
Leon and Yuffie.
I was about to say the same
Yes!
thing. I was like, I want to see stuff with Yuffie.
All right, so if we do Leon and Yuffie there, what happens to Cloud? Because he's in a love triangle right now. Because that's the other thing is, if we go and Ventus or Aqua go to Olympus, Zack in Final Fantasy World is canonically dead. Because he
True.
died at the end of Crisis Core.
True.
So, would we...
I have another great one.
I wonder what would happen with that.
Zack, who's dead,
Yes.
and Aaron, who's also dead
Aaron...
from Final Fantasy X.
Oh, see, I didn't play Final Fantasy X.
Yeah, but he's caged.
Okay.
They're both Olympus. They're both dead.
Yeah.
I don't see it happening, but it's a funny pairing.
It
That's
is.
all I have to say on that one.
I'd be kind of cool if we had to go down to Hades to get Zack back, though. Like, as like a side mission.
I
But
don't
they're
know.
supposed to be side missions, so which means there's going to be side story. And there's possibly going to be DLC that's not Keyblades. And I hope if it's Keyblades, it's just skins for Keyblades. Like, I don't want to have to buy a $5 Keyblade
Or-
that's, like, better than Ultima.
Or if it's DLC, be like free DLC that you can't access until you beat the base game.
Yes, that would
Like,
also be good.
that would be like maybe extra Disney stuff.
Or, like, a fun thing, like a speedrunners pack, so it cuts out all the
No, they wouldn't do
cutscenes.
that.
Well, they could. I mean, with how big the game's going to be and all these different... We have speedrunners, we have casual players, like, we have hardcores, like...
We have
this-
those
we
doing
have-
like documentaries.
Yeah, like, we have people that have done... That know none of the story.
Or at least, if not, like, skip all the cutscenes. Sort of like how it is in KH1 and KH2 Theater.
Yeah,
That you can go through, do the same thing for KH3.
That'd be nice. I'd like to see, like, a $5 DLC pack, though, for, like,
I mean-
for taking the time to pull out all the...
Another thing to go
All
with
this stuff for
headcanon, canonical, well, not canonical, but pairing. Since we
Pensinolette.
no. Hainer and Struggle Bats. Hainer and Setzer. We're going
Hater and
with
Setzer. Oh, man.
Vivi and Vivi.
No, nobody VV and VV.
Crap, I forgot where I was going to go say now, dang it. I completely forgot what I was going to say, dang it.
Oh, man. You had a head pair.
I had a headcanon, I can't remember what it was, dang it.
Oh, man. I'm sorry.
It was going to be jokey, too, and I forgot.
Do you wanna move on, or you
Yeah.
wanna? Okay.
move
So
on.
we'll move on. I think that's enough for head cannons and stuff. I'm okay with cannon ships. I have no problem with them. I hope the cannon ones happen, and my no cannon ships, you know, they're usually cross game. They're cross Final Fantasy games.
Yeah.
And then I hope that Cloud will be with Sephiroth, and Tifa will fall in love with Aerith, or Eris, however, depending on how you view her name. But that's what I'm expecting to have happen. You know, or Aerith ends up with Merlin, which would be weird.
Or, more interesting one, because of the...
Sid and Aerith,
No.
Sid and Tifa,
No.
Sid and Sid,
No.
Sid and the High Wind.
Yen Sid and Sid.
No. Jensen has taken a vow to be a Keyblade teacher.
He's just going to teach Final Fantasy
No,
Sid
we're moving on. We're moving
how
on.
to drive the airship.
Okay,
That's because
we're moving on there.
that's all his Sid's
No.
job is in every Final Fantasy
It
is the
is.
airship.
Well, he ran an item shop in one
Eh.
until he became a gummy dude.
Or
So.
Pete and Maleficent.
No,
I can't-
Well, I guess both of their personalities suit well if you want to look at, and I don't mean this in like the way that's probably going to come across, but like, you know how in most relationships there's either a dominant personality, a sub personality, or it's balanced.
Yeah.
You usually don't see somebody that's they're both subs because nothing ever gets done and they end up getting frustrated with each other, and two doms they end up arguing all the time about what to do.
Yeah.
So I guess they're type A or type B people, right? You usually don't see two type A's together. But like that could work out really well because, you know, he's got the very like sub personality with her.
Yeah.
And she's a very dominant personality, like a very strong personality.
But
guess is what
it's
I should
also
say.
seen as master and apprentice.
Well, master and underling.
Underling, yeah.
I would say it's master and underling. She doesn't see him as an equal. Usually,
No.
somebody who's an apprentice would at least be an equal.
Yeah.
But like, I don't think that's not going to be
That's not
there.
apparent here.
Yeah.
Alright.
All right.
We'll move on since I still
Move
can't
on.
remember what I was
Next
going to say.
next one. Marvel and Star Wars in KH. Yes or no?
Marvel, yes. Star Wars, I can see cameos, but I can't see them fully fledging it out.
I'm the opposite.
Really?
I could see Star Wars World being more of a thing and being more fun to me than Marvel. Because Marvel, it's I guess I'd have to see how Big Hero 6 goes. But wow, those were words. But Big Hero 6 isn't very much superpowers. It's inventions.
Yes, but it's also Marvel.
Yeah, well, kind of. It's it is. It's Marvel, but it's not the... I think when they say this, they're meaning, like, the cinematic universe.
Yes, the cinematic
because
universe.
Big Hero 6 is never... where, yes, it was developed by Marvel, it has the Stan Lee cameo in it. Rest his soul. There isn't... It's not ever considered a Marvel movie. It's considered a Disney movie.
Yes.
And so I think that's where I want to go with it is... I'm talking like Marvel Cinematic Universe.
See, I wasn't thinking that way. I was thinking like cameos of maybe original Iron Man. Like, he's working on something in Hollow Bastion with Sid or something.
Now, see, that I'm okay with.
That's what I'm thinking.
I'm completely okay with it if it's cameos.
Yeah, I don't think of actual worlds.
Yeah.
If there's going to be a world, there might be...
I could see a star. I could see the Death Star being a world.
Yeah, I could see a Death Star or like Naboo, maybe.
Yeah.
But see, just one world that has every... Like a very... Cut.
Well, I think that would be... That's why you'd probably see Death Star. Mm-hmm. Because there's too much. There's too much in those worlds. Like, or I could see Hoth.
I got a better
idea. Because most of the 5th movie was on Hoth.
I got a better idea. Gummy Mission, Death Star.
Oh, Gummy Mission, Death Star would be so much fun.
Yes, that's if it's going to be Star Wars, that's what's going to be.
So Gummy Mission, Death Star, where it goes to Endor.
Okay.
Or that would make the most sense to me.
See, because my image was
that's going to be episode 4 or because that would be episode 6.
Mm-hmm. So think of the end of KH2 when you're going from Twilight Town to the world that never was.
That Gummy Mission was
where you're flying through the inside of a ship. Mm-hmm. That's the way I see the Death Star and maybe like another planet.
Yeah,
but on the inside of the other planet, you can see bits here and there that are cameos of Star Wars in itself.
Cool.
And like the camera shifts and whatnot.
That's something that they haven't really shown as much. That you don't see as many cameos or like Easter eggs in the Gummy Missions.
I mean, Gummy Missions in itself is just a loading screen. It's a loading screen that gives you something to do.
I don't even know that I call it a loading screen because it takes longer than a loading screen would.
Yeah,
they're 2-3 minutes. But yeah, no, I could see it if they had like summons.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, summons or
like
a D-Link or something for Marvel.
Well, that's if they did a D-Link. But like, I'd love to see like an Iron Man summon, where he comes around and he's basically acting like not quite like Peter Pan, but he like, flies around, attacks every once in a while.
Or if it's Iron Man, then Bruce is going to be there, but Bruce as a scientist.
Oh, that'd be cool.
And say if it's at Hollow Bastion, if it's at Radiant Garden, something Heartless attack or something, then it's Hulk.
Boom, Hulk smash, yeah. And so he works basically how like Leon and them did right before the 1,000 Keyblade, the 1,000 Heartless battle.
Yeah, that we could go down that path. It could be obscure Marvel, which I kind of doubt.
No, I don't see them putting like a Howard the Duck reference.
No, I don't see like Howard the Duck.
But like that's what I'm saying. Like
if they do Howard the Duck, it's going to be like Donald's like, oh, there's my cousin Howard, and then just keep walking.
That's it. That'd be if we go to Disney Castle, which I honestly, out of worlds I think that are not going to be in KH3. I don't think Disney Castle will be.
We might.
Well, we're kind of done with everything there.
You had
unless they take the Keystone again.
No, they wouldn't do that.
But they want to go for the Keystone again because security's been raised.
And I don't think they're going to do.
And plus, the Keystone was a Pete thing. Right now, Maleficent and Pete are trying to stop the Keyblade War from going on because they know that's gonna end everything. Mm-hmm. So I honestly don't think Disney Castle's going to be there as a playable world. I think it'll be a cutscene.
Chronologically, would be Birth by Sleep. The first instance of Disney World was Minigame World.
God, I hope. I honestly hope we don't get a minigame world because they force you to do it.
100%.
I know.
100% we're going to get a minigame.
Just let me have my dreams.
It might not be forced. It might be an optional kind of like Atlantica was. But
okay.
I don't know we have Disney.
Since I'm going down this path anyway, worlds you'd like to see. I'd like to see an Atlantis.
Yes, I would.
I would love to see Atlantis.
I'd like to see another combat Atlantis.
Well, no, not like Atlantica.
Oh.
I mean like Atlantis. Like
No.
Atlantis would be awesome. From that movie. You remember the
I know
the
which
Lost,
movie you're...
what was it? Lost Atlantis or whatever?
Yeah, but that's not...
With Milo and all them?
Yeah, that's not a Disney.
It's not, but it would be awesome.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Treasure Planet is a Disney.
Yeah. Oh.
And so Treasure Planet World
Ooh.
would be amazing.
That could also go hand in hand with Neverland.
Yes, it could.
Because Neverland is considered a classic, both by movies and in Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, it is. So it could be thrown in there.
It could be a combination. I don't know. Like, there's a lot of different things up in the air.
Tweet at us what you guys would like to see. Tweet us a world that you'd like to see. I think this should be out the week before. So if we have,
I'm also interested in what Genie is going to be.
that'll be come out then. Yeah, this will come out the 14th.
Because Genie's always been apparent in Sora's timeline.
Yeah, Genie has. Oh, I'm
So-
looking at December. I'm not looking at the right month. Silly me.
We could also...
So this will come out the 11th.
I was going to say, we could also get maybe a revisit of Tarzan.
Oh, well, yeah.
D-Link. Like maybe a
D-Link.
a
Like,
weapon
I
or
wouldn't
something
mind
like that.
seeing something of him. Mm-hmm. I can't see it as a...
World, no.
World.
No,
again.
because in Cage 1, you basically went through the entire thing.
Yeah, you went through the entire movie.
I don't see...
And they didn't do a second Tarzan movie, which is why they didn't do a Tarzan World in 2.
Or BBS.
Yeah.
I don't see Agrabah being shown back up, because there were 2 Agrabah movies, and basically one
There
is
was more.
We don't need to worry about that.
Yeah, no. Well, we shouldn't have worried about Aladdin 2 either.
Yeah.
Because Aladdin 2 was terrible, but there's also... Because there was Aladdin 2, and then there was Aladdin Prince of Thieves.
Yeah.
Because his dad was Alibaba. Mm-hmm. Or was the... Showing... Because Alibaba was never actually a real character in the canon.
Yeah.
From what I understood. It was because he was Prince Alibaba, which was the joke because of it all. But... I'd like to see... Like, we're going to see Aladdin again. Mm-hmm. People like Aladdin too much. Mm-hmm. It's just like how... There was only one Hercules movie, but we've had like 17 Hercules worlds.
Yeah.
All based on different things. None of them have ever followed the actual story to Hercules.
Well, not... The only one that was the closest, I would say, is Birth by Sleep, and that's because of you see young Herc.
Yes, you see young Herc, but even then, like, none of them ever did the Titan fight, which is happening in 3. Kingdom Hearts 1, yeah, you were in the Coliseum and you fought Titans, but, like, that wasn't part of... That wasn't the Hercules movie line.
No.
Another good movie would be Robin Hood.
Ooh.
Fox Robin Hood?
Fox Robin Hood.
Yeah.
That would be
Fox
nice.
Robin Hood. That'd be a good one.
Oh.
I enjoy that.
Or... this is a dumb idea. Dalmatians. Dalmatians
A
appeared...
Dalmatian world I'd like to see.
But
Yeah.
the reason I say it's not going to happen is because Dalmatians were in 1.
Well, they were
The
part
dogs were.
of Twilight Town in 1.
And the reason why...
Or, sorry, Traverse Town, not
Traverse
Twilight
Town.
Town.
It's because their world got destroyed and they
Yes.
landed and you
In
had to
Traverse
search,
Town,
and you
yeah.
had to search for the dogs. I don't think there will actually be a story.
Well, and that's the thing. That's what made Traverse Town so nice, because all the worlds were being, like, taken over to the darkness.
so you saw
And
bits
so you
here and
saw
there.
bits here and there, and they could fit a lot more in.
That's what I would like to see.
I don't think we'll see that again. Because
would-
that's a very Maleficent Pete story.
Yeah.
This is not a Maleficent Pete story anymore. Once Ansem, Seeker of Darkness, kind of came out of the shadows in 1,
True.
it stopped being about the Heartless and started being about, where did this guy come from?
Yeah.
Because everyone wanted to know, wait, he's a Heartless that has a personality.
Yeah.
Where did he come from?
With that-
Then we see Xemnas in 2, and he's like, yes, actually, that's like my other side. And you're like, what?
With that being said, a lot of the KH2 ones is just the story of the worlds is manipulation.
Yes.
Which, is it going to be manipulation again in 3? Because you have Mulan manipulation.
Yeah.
You have,
Oh, Mulan 2 will probably be in there.
you have Colosseum manipulation. You have,
Honestly,
Beast manipulation.
I don't think it's going to be manipulation, because manipulation was a very organization trait. And where I
Yeah.
agree with you on the fact that it's organization based,
But with Xehanort, where are we going to go?
I think it's going to go despair. What can we do in these worlds? How can we affect these worlds to break Sora apart?
I mean,
Think about the final battle trailer with Buzz.
Yeah.
I mean, that hit me hard.
Ooh, yeah.
Like, I think that's going to be the thing, is how can we... like, it went from Sora learning about how to get his power, to trying to manipulate everybody around Sora to gain hearts ourselves. Okay, that plan failed because that was the side plot of all the organization members.
Yeah.
Because Xemnas. Thanks. And I think 3 is going to be about bringing the strongest heart to despair.
Well, after manipulation, it then goes to 3D where it's get stronger, do better.
Yeah, well, and it was get stronger, do better. But also, if you look at Xemnas and young Xehanort, it was, can we take his heart when it's vulnerable?
Yeah.
And so since they couldn't take his heart when it was vulnerable, thanks Riku, now it's going to be break him by removing everybody else.
Okay, so speaking worlds.
That's my guess.
I agree with you, Matt. Speaking worlds, let's look at what's already been shown. You've got Monster Inc., you've got Toy Story, you've got Big Hero 6, you've got Tangled, you have Pirates. What else has been shown?
That's been Frozen.
Frozen.
So we've seen 6 worlds.
Yeah.
Roughly. Maybe a couple more. If we're forgetting one, let us know. But
if it's to say we go on
Hollow Bastion will be back.
Yeah.
That's just how it is. So.
Following the trail of Despair, that would make sense with those movies. But what else would go along with that is my question.
Well, I mean, you can always hit up Mulan too.
Mm-hmm. You could always hit up Atlantica.
Because
you could have the human Ariel.
Yes. Yeah, you could have her falling into despair there.
Yeah. Which means we would get another big Ursula fight, which I would love.
That would be amazing.
Actually, there is. I think I did see something about Ursula.
There might be. We saw an underwater fight, but that was the Kraken.
You're right. No, that was the Kraken.
That was the Kraken.
And I doubt they would.
Which is a great one for falling into despair because Pirates 2 was heavy.
Yeah.
Pirates 2 is really heavy.
And if they already have Kraken, they're probably not going to have another octopus.
I don't think they want to push too hard the underwater fights if they're going to have underwater in there. I mean,
yeah.
The mechanics have to be like amazing because they were so bad in 1.
Yeah, and you've got Coliseum as well because you got to have fighting the Titans.
That one's going to be there. Coliseum's going to be there. So that's 8 worlds roughly.
Yeah, 7 or 8.
And there's usually, but there's going to be more. There's going to be probably 10 to 15. Would be my guess.
That's my guess as well. It's just
Keyblade Graveyard.
Yeah.
So that's going to be another world. Mm-hmm. That'll be the final world. That'll be the world that never was. Quote air quotes.
Yeah.
It'll be good.
It'll be interesting.
I'm really excited for that. But yeah, no, it's going to be there. I think the pull is going to be despair versus manipulation. It's going to be despair. That's going to be the driving force behind them. And then you have Vanitas trying to complete his heart so that way they can battle again for the Keyblade.
Yep.
And I say that as in like the key blade, not a house key blade.
So I know we touched on this the last podcast, but Vanitas, we know the whole story of Vanitas. And because of Vanitas, that's why Unversed exists.
Yes.
Will we have other enemy types fighting other enemy types?
No.
My only question is
Heartless might.
Nobodies.
The Heartless might. The Nobodies are controlled by the organization.
Well, I'm saying nobody's fighting Vanitas.
No. Let me go out and say this. Vanitas isn't working on his own.
Yeah, no.
He's not a solo act. He's working under Xehanort.
Yeah.
Xehanort, if we look at the tree of hierarchy, it's Xehanort, then you have all the faction leaders. So, Ansem, Seeker of Darkness, who's still back.
I have a theory behind what I'm saying.
All right. We have Xemnas, who's the Nobodies. We have Vanitas.
Yes.
Who's the Unversed.
Yeah.
Now, of course, Dream Eaters, I don't think they're going to even come into the world and do it because they can't be controlled. They're not. They don't have they don't have a body.
They don't have a figurehead.
Yeah, they don't have a figurehead. Those 3 alone are 2 of them are Xehanorted. They are Xehanort because those are Terra's body.
Yeah.
Being split into a Heartless and a Nobody.
Yeah.
And then we have left is Vanitas, who is the direct apprentice of Xehanort. So what I'm thinking is there won't be any fighting between the Nobodies and Vanitas because Vanitas controls the Unversed and Xemnas controls the Nobodies. So why would you fight yourself? That's fair. Like, why would you fight your enemy? Why would you fight your ally?
The reason I'm saying maybe enemies could fight Vanitas is Xehanort could have the plan of, well, if I attack him, he might think I'm backstabbing him, which would freak him out even more, increasing his darkness, making him stronger, and then when he can then lash out against Sora. That's my idea.
I see where you're coming from. I disagree.
Okay.
But I do see where you're coming from. I disagree because I don't think that would be how... That wouldn't be how Xehanort would try to get that power to well up in Vanitas.
True.
He would find out ways to make Ventus... Ventus is the trigger.
Yeah,
He's the anger trigger. And so I don't think that Vanitas will get more powerful from, like, oh, I got backstabbed.
Yeah, but
I think it's... I mean, yes, there's going to be some anger from that, but I don't think that would be the... That would be his drive.
Xehanort, as we have seen before in the past, is very sneaky and he keeps his information close to himself as what he's going to do. KH2 never saw anything with Xehanort? They always saw...
We always saw Xemnas.
So technically... Wait, was it brought up in 3D?
Xehanort was, yeah, because we saw young Xehanort.
Okay, so technically...
What everybody calls young Xehanort. We always called him Terranort.
Yeah.
But it technically wasn't Terra. We haven't seen... Terra's real body, I believe, what you could argue is Xemnas.
The reason I bring it up...
Or Ansem, Seeker of Darkness.
Is maybe Sora, Kairi, Riku... Maybe not Riku, but Sora and Kairi won't recognize Xehanort immediately off. No one might tell them. They just say he's a bad guy, but not fully explain. So it could be walking down an alley. Sora's going one way, Xehanort's going the other way. Xehanort realizes Sora doesn't, he just keeps walking. It could be something similar.
That could be something like that, yeah.
Because Sora's never seen him. He's only heard about him and seen young Xehanort.
He's met young Xehanort.
But he's
who he sees again in the final battle trailer, yeah.
True. But it's never the real bad guy. He never sees Wiggly Fingers.
Yeah, he never sees Mr. Wiggle Fingers.
Yeah.
Fair enough. All right. So, number 3 on this list is, are you okay with Japan getting the game first?
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
I'm not.
I'm honestly okay, because a lot of games that Japan has gotten first is they get it first, and any bugs or issues that's only in the Japan copy gets fixed when it comes to America. Now
I will say there's only 4 days between release, though.
True.
So there will not be any every copy will already be at every GameStop, every Best Buy by the time it comes out.
Okay. The other idea could be...
I mean, there could be a day one patch, but...
Say if there is Japanese exclusive things, because it's Japanese characters, Japanese just reference to cultural and whatnot, that'll be different than, say, if it was a North American culture. Which, with Big Hero 6, maybe, because Big Hero 6 is...
Well, it's Sanford and Tokyo.
Sanford and Tokyo. So there might be something in between. That's why it might be Japan's getting a couple days early.
I think they're getting it a couple days early because they've always gotten Kingdom Hearts a couple days early.
That's also true.
My problem, and I agreed, I was looking through some of the comments of this Amino feed, and I agree, is the fact of spoilers.
Yeah.
That is 4 days I personally have to heavily watch out for spoilers.
Yeah.
And I have friends that will post them because they don't care.
Yeah.
And so that's my problem personally, is like I have to sit there and I have to avoid like I think Willie P will do a pretty good job of not spoiling things. But I still think that he'd want to be there, and if he sees it, he's going to want to share and tag me in it.
Yeah.
Now, it's one thing if he just shares it because I don't have to look at it. I don't have to look at whatever he shares.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I don't look at everything he shares. He retweets a lot of things. It'd be impossible to keep up with some days. But he'll tag me in KH News.
Yeah.
Or he'll tag me in, like, Dragon Ball Z News.
Yeah.
But both of us are avoiding Broly spoilers right now. So that's the other thing, is that it's very much I can't, like, we got to avoid it.
Yeah.
Like, I think the fact of them getting it 4 days earlier, there's not going to be an NDA. And so it's going to be like, I have to avoid this, which isn't fair to every other Kingdom Hearts fan that's not Japanese, in my opinion.
Yeah. No,
on the bright side, most of them will probably be written in kanji.
Yeah. That's the other
So you probably won't be able to read it.
That's
but
the other thing.
There are still people that can translate it.
Yeah, because kanji since one kanji character could be a couple words in English, it's easier for that to go through and process. But like you said, the game's already been processed. Other than Japan just getting games early like they normally do.
I just think
Outside
it's such an old practice that we shouldn't be seeing anymore.
I would say if we do
it's
see
outdated.
it, if we do ever see it, I say it should be like a day.
Yeah. Oh, I agree.
It
should be less than 24 hours. It should be it should be a maximum of 24 hours.
Because, like, say for example, I think our time EST. Don't quote me on this because I could be completely wrong. But I think like
Well, Australia, Tasmania in Australia, that I think it's like a province area, is 14 hours ahead of us.
yeah. I was
And so
gonna say,
Japan's roughly around the same.
I would, because if it was a 1 day, I can understand that, because essentially Japan's getting it 12 to 16 hours before us. That one's, I would say that would be perfectly
Yeah, we're
fine.
probably going to be asleep while they're playing it.
Yeah.
But it's a 4. They get it the 25th.
Yeah, no.
They get it the 25th. And we get it the 29th. That kind of that it's an old practice.
Yeah.
I disagree with because of how widely the internet's used now. Back when KH2 came out, back when Birth by Sleep came out, back when even Dream Drop Distance came out, that was still very not technologically
Set.
set.
Yeah.
Every kid in high school didn't have a smartphone.
Yeah.
Because when I graduated high school is when Dream Drop Distance came out. It came out in 2011. 2010, 2011 area.
Yeah.
Now, I'm okay with the Japan getting it earlier at that point in time because I'm not looking on the internet. Like, I don't have to avoid it. I'd have to go looking to find stuff on Dream Drop Distance.
Yeah.
I can't just scroll through Twitter and be fine.
And it's also the
Like
fact...
now, I can't do that. I'd have to. I follow too many Kingdom Hearts people, especially Kingdom Hearts of Northern America, like and Nomura, and like following all these people, I could see it.
It's also the fact that ignore me. I forgot it again.
Okay, but that's the thing that bugs me the most. Is like, it should not be okay because. And if you guys disagree, let us know. But like, I think that with how the internet is nowadays, it's unacceptable to have a release be. Because here's the thing, it should be the same day because they're still getting it 14 hours before us.
Yeah.
At minimum, 14 hours before us.
Mm-hmm.
So like, you know, in my opinion, they should just.
What I was gonna say.
There it is.
I knew I had something. The other reason it'll also, not only just social media wise, will be hard to, because it's such a difference, it's also probably, I would say, the most hyped game there's ever been, because it's been super long.
It'd be like if Half-Life 3 got announced.
Yes, just getting
Like,
announced would be
if we want to
enough.
throw it out there, it's the fact that this game, we've waited for 13 years.
Yes.
It was we all knew it was coming 13 years ago. Because that's when KH2 came out. It came out in 2005.
Mm-hmm. Because it's waiting that long,
I don't think we can.
No.
Like, it's unacceptable, in my opinion, to have a separate release date. Now, I understand somebody be like, oh, but it's always been this way. No, times have changed. It is not the same day. It's not the same as it was 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And I'll say this, just as living-wise, I could walk around after high school, after a day of high school, I could walk around my neighborhood and nobody would think anything of it. I can't now. Like, you don't see kids out walking around and doing stuff like that now. Like, not only is the world changing in that sense, but the world's also changed in technological advances. Like, every single one of my students has a smartphone.
Every couple months, technology changes.
Yeah.
Every couple months, a new law or something like that is passed.
Well,
so that changes both society
exactly.
and anything that goes on.
And it's like the Futurama episode where they talk about evolution.
Yep.
Robots evolve quicker. Technology evolves quicker. It's just how it is. That's my feel. I personally am very against
I understand.
somebody getting the game first. Like even streamers getting the game a couple days early for a review process. I'm still also like,
a couple days, no.
That's
if it was
not-
like a day or a couple hours, yeah, no, that was fine.
well, that's the thing though. Like, it's not. It's always a couple days, and so they're gonna know exactly what's going on. Like, avoiding, and that's the other thing that kind of throws me off. All of these people that like, and I love them as content creators, but all these big name content creators who have never like streamed a Kingdom Hearts game in their life are now like showing their Kingdom Hearts pride, and it low key bugs me.
Yep.
Because it's like, I've never once heard you talk about the game, and now you're like, by the way, Kingdom Hearts 3, gotta get ready for it. And I'm like, but why are you trying to jump into a fandom that's been alive for 17 years, and you're just now jumping into it. Like
Yeah.
the game Kingdom Hearts 1 came out in 2001.
Yep.
No, 2003. Somewhere around there. I think it was 2001 to 2003. Like it came out about 2 or 3 years before 2.
Yeah.
And so it's like this game series has been around for, a maximum of 17, almost 18 years now. And yeah, I haven't heard you talk about Kingdom Hearts once.
Yeah.
Like I play it every week. I make sure I create content on it every week because it's my favorite game series. So that kind of stinks because you're gonna have all these it was 2002. Okay, so 16 years ago. I mean, that's still 16 years. But like I don't know. It stinks to have to sit there and realize like there's a lot of people who are like they're such a big name that they're gonna get the game before me because of their name, but they haven't played. But they're playing the other games a month before it comes out.
Yeah.
I think that's what gets me. It's like, oh, I'm going to become a super fan in a month. Buddy, this has been developed for years.
Like, I understand you want to refresh up on the game and all that.
Yeah,
But if you've never talked about it, you've never shown any interest in it before, you're going through it for the very first time.
Just jumping on that hype train.
Yeah.
I don't know. That irks me a little bit because then there's small content creators like me and other people who will never get the game early.
Mm-hmm.
Even though it's our favorite game series and has been for 10 years.
Yeah.
And we play it religiously. So, I don't know. That stuff kind of it gets on my nerves, but that's like a different story for a different day. All right, number 4. We have been doing a great job taking all of our time with all this. Number 4, command deck. Yes or no? This says neutral or against. I think there's 3 sides. It's pro, neutral, or against. I'm fairly neutral, leading towards pro if it's done right. I felt like Birth by Sleep did it really well with the command styles and the command decks. Dream Drop did all right. I didn't like the changes. But I'm pretty neutral as long as it's more Birth by Sleep than Dream Drop.
And I'm leaning more towards neutral to negative, actually.
Yeah.
Because I enjoy the fluidness of the command deck. I will say it's real interesting. The cooldowns, not so much, because I don't like the fact that you can't just spam out a couple... like, say if you're doing air combos, you can't spam those out. You have to wait like a half a second or two, which honestly could mean the difference between life and death on harder difficulties.
Yes.
Very much so. And as for since I always do harder difficulties, that is a big, big deal for me.
Well, yeah, and especially as we get older, trying to get those nice, long stuff. And don't mind me, you can keep going. I'm trying to look up right now some of the battle trailers to see. I'm trying to see something.
Okay.
So,
Birth by Sleep, I did enjoy like I said, I did enjoy the melding of commands and whatnot. How you could put like fire and strike and a regular attack together, you get fire strike, or you can put different magics together to either go to stronger magic or something completely different. I enjoyed that aspect. As you leveled, you could have more commands in your deck and whatnot. Birth by Sleep, outside of the way the game worked back and forth, which I've talked about a couple times, I don't have fond memories of the command deck in that one. It didn't work out like it did in Birth by Sleep. Birth by Sleep did it good. It was a change, but it was a good change.
yeah.
3D did its best to try and do the same thing, but have it a little bit different, and that little difference to me is what kind of killed it. Now,
I will say,
okay,
looking at, I think I'm going to like how they're doing it more. And sorry to cut you off.
No, you're fine.
There is an MP bar.
Okay.
That's what I was checking on. I was worried about it because Kingdom Hearts 3... That was a weird knock on the window. Anyway. Okay, that spooked me. The way that Kingdom Hearts 3 is looking right now is there's an MP bar, but depending on the different types of magics you use, you get different finishing techniques.
Yeah.
So it looks like the best of all the worlds.
Alright. As long as we still have MP, I'm fine with.
Yes.
As long as we still have Magnet and Reflect.
As long as we can spam Magnet and Reflect and Curaga.
Honestly, I'll be happy if we can get Arrow back.
I understand because it did you got half damage dealt to you.
The only reason I would say Arrow is for melding. Say you get Arrow Reflect, or you get Arrow Magnet or something like that.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. I agree.
Something sort
I
of
think
the
a melded
realm of that.
effect of it would be really neat. I think personally wise, I think Arrow being turned into a reflect command instead was better for the series.
I also agree.
And I think Magnet being turned into Magnet versus Gravity was a much better.
That was way
was
better.
a much better
But,
call for the series.
yeah, if we don't go, as long as we never go back to Gravity and just keep Stop,
Yeah,
that one is okay.
Stop wasn't bad. Yeah,
Stop was good. Stop was essentially what Gravity was, but Gravity just pulled you to the ground.
Gravity pulled you to the ground and didn't stop him from moving. Like you could still run around and stuff, but you couldn't
Yeah.
do much.
You could do Stop, you could do Mini,
Yeah.
make the Mini, then you could run over top of the kill him.
Mini was fun.
Mini was broken.
It was, especially in Birth by Sleep.
As long as you keep Sleep.
Well, and I don't know that I want all these to be magical things.
Yeah, but-
I think it'd be kind of cool to see them be like
Birth by Sleep was
Sorry.
very more magic based than
it was, and I think I want to see much more of a Kingdom Hearts 2 is much more magic based once you realize how to play it.
Oh yeah.
Like I'd like to see one where it's very command style heavy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, where it is that brute force almost,
You've got
than magic.
You've got your Trinity, but in one command,
Yeah.
rather than having to use like a drive gauge for for Trinity or your full MP.
Yeah.
Use like half for a Trinity move.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
And
I mean, because if you look at
especially with KH3 having instead of it being drive forms, it's different weapons. Like you have the
Yeah.
yo-yo, you have all of this.
you have this Stitch Keyblade stuff, because that's the thing is, if you're looking at it, I don't know how these summons are going to work,
Yeah.
but they do have that gauge, and it looks like a Z, like the lock gauge,
okay.
where it shot the like bursts of magic and stuff like that. The
Yeah,
shot,
the shot
lock.
lock. Yeah.
I don't know if I'm happy about that because that's what the gauge looks like. I hope that gauge is actually just like a drive gauge,
I don't know. We'll see.
because there are still drive forms, which is it was kind of, I want to say it was kind of leaked, because if you look at the Best Buy Pop exclusive, the most recent exclusive Best Buy Pop, it is a drive form. It doesn't say anything else. It just says drive form Sora.
Interesting.
And he's definitely a Kingdom Hearts 3 Sora.
It could be that drive form is only used during summons, only used during
Command styles when they get maxed. That might be what it is. That's fine. But I'd like to see it come back again.
Yeah.
I liked drive forms. The drive forms
Oh, I
were the
love
best
drive
part
forms.
of 2. That's why 2 is my favorite. It's because of the drive forms. It's so much fun.
The summons are also really good once you know about the summons.
Yes, it's true.
But that's just like
Stitch summon for the win.
Stitch and Peter Pan.
Yeah, mostly Stitch.
Because Peter Pan is essentially final form, but with Peter Pan flying around you and attacking.
Yeah, but I would still choose Stitch.
Oh, yeah.
Over Peter. Like 9 times out of 10.
You get Stitch but mid game.
Yeah, he's just really good. Last one. How do you feel about? And we talked about this one a little bit. How not during the podcast, but before. How do you feel about Kingdom Hearts being cross-platform? As in, not cross-platform as in like a co-op cross-platform, but as in
On
it's
multiple
accessible
platforms.
across.
On multiple platforms.
Yes, on multiple.
I'm okay with it. Honestly,
too.
I'm happy they're taking this move. I miss the fact that it's no longer Sony exclusive, because there have been other Sony exclusive games in the past 5 years. They've been come out to Xbox. They've come a couple, sometimes maybe even ported to PC. Although we don't talk about those because sometimes they're not that great.
No, if it was built PC and ported over, it's usually better. It's not better the other way around.
Sometimes you do. Sometimes, but
That's the 1 out of 10.
well, for classics, 1 out of 10.
Good God, these noises are spooking me.
I don't know what all he's doing fixing up there.
I don't know what he's doing either.
But the only thing I don't like about going to other platforms, say you say, hey, I've got this, you can only play it on this. You're not the special one out if you own the game anymore. And it's accessible to anyone, which I enjoy. The thing I don't like is what it's possibly going to do with DLC for platforms. That's the thing I don't like.
That's going to make exclusive.
Exclusives.
No, I could be okay with it if it was reskinned Keyblades.
Yeah.
But it should not be well, and it shouldn't be what the freaking pre-purchase was. If you buy it through Xbox, you get this Keyblade. If you buy it through Sony, you get this Keyblade. If you buy it through Amazon, you get this Keyblade. If you buy it from GameStop, you get this Keyblade. If you buy it from Best Buy, you get this. Stop making my Keyblades exclusive.
Yeah, don't do that.
That's not cool.
If you're gonna do that, make it an exclusive but a physical item rather than in game.
Make it a pin.
Yeah, make it a pin.
Make it a keychain.
Yeah.
That'd be a heck of a lot better than being like, oh, if you pre-order here, you get this. Shani, would you like that? Because dang well better, all of these Keyblades that are DLC that I don't get access to any of them because I pre-ordered through Square.
Yeah.
You don't get anything like exclusive through Square, and it's their game.
Yeah.
Like, everything that's going on with that, at least I don't think I do. I might get one, but even then, it's the fact of it better not have any better stats. Because I swear, if somebody
here's
gets
an
a
idea.
Keyblade and it has better stats off the get-go than me, one, I feel more accomplished than them because I had a harder start off. But, like,
At the same time, it'll take you
at
off.
the same time, it's going to tick me off because I have to start with the Kingdom Key, and they get to start with, like, the Starlight 14. You know, like, and I'm only using Starlight as an example. Everybody can get Starlight if you play the mobile game.
Here's what it could be. It could be if you don't pre-order, you get from someone that you don't get a bonus, you get Kingdom Key. If you go through, say, GameStop, you get Kyrie's Keyblade. It's still the base level, but it's different styles.
Yeah, but see, even then, that still kind of bugs me because that means that somebody else gets a different starting experience.
Yeah.
Like, is it going to change the game? No. Is it going to change how their experience is? Yes.
Possibly.
Not necessarily experience with the game itself, but like they get to start off with a different Keyblade. Like I don't know, not starting off with the Kingdom Key is weird to me.
But at the same time, I know it's a starting weapon and whatnot, but I would love to see the Kingdom Key start off, but damaged. Because Sora's been using it for a long time, and it was given to him, essentially, because he had the power. What if, say, go into 3, and it's got a couple dinks on it, and you have to, like, I wouldn't say, like, in-game crafting, but, like, give to Sid or give to Master Yen Sid, and it has to be fixed.
I would agree with that if, for some reason, Sora was the only person to unlock the power of the keychain, which lets him change his Keyblade into being whatever he wants it to be, as long as he has the right keychain on it. At least that's how it was, at least I remember being explained. Because it's all the different chains at the end.
Yeah.
I'd be completely okay with that. It's just canonically speaking, Sora doesn't have one blade, which is what makes him so special.
Yeah.
He doesn't have one singular blade. He has access to all the other blades.
Yeah.
Now, if you got a damaged thing at the beginning, and by the end you basically used all the Iridium Plus to make a super awesome, not even dope looking, but just super powerful Kingdom Key, instead of like the Ultima weapon, dude,
go for it.
Easy go for it. Like, that'd be dope. But I don't see that.
No.
I don't see that being a thing. So, personally, I don't.
Yeah, no.
Now my last question on this wasn't on there. We're done with all those. Again, thanks Amino and the person who I mentioned earlier for coming up with that list. Gave us something to talk to.
Oh, yeah.
Or talk about. My last question would be, after a couple of months, so after a month or two after release, if they came out with an Xbox release of the complete series.
And the same for PlayStation.
They already have it for the PlayStation.
No, one.
No, I'm not saying. I'm saying excluding 3.
Okay.
No, if they came out with a package deal before Christmas with 3 and all the other games, I would be rioting.
Yeah.
Because that would just be that's unacceptable in my opinion. It's like what Bungie did with Destiny. It's unacceptable. You can't.
So what you're saying is have, say, maybe March or something down the line where we will have Xbox will have a disc that has all
end
6.
of quarter 1, beginning of quarter 2, all the games except for 3.
Except for 3. I would enjoy that.
In the same sense that how PlayStation got the complete series, we get that for Xbox.
I would enjoy that.
I say we because I'm an Xbox pleb.
You are pleb.
I mean, I have a PS4, but I'm an Xbox pleb.
I'm just pleb in general.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I'd be okay with that, actually.
I think that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. Yeah.
The only
I know some people will disagree with us because it's a PS,
The only
exclusive.
thing, and this probably has nothing to do with it, but I'm also be interested. You know how you can buy when you buy physical discs, what the cover art of it is? You can take it out and flip it inside out.
9 times out of 10, yes.
And for those, I'm curious if the Xbox would have a different cover than the PlayStation.
Oh, for the Kingdom Hearts 3
That's
one?
the only no, or say for
Or
like,
in general?
In general, yeah.
Oh, well, I don't know because the Kingdom Hearts ones haven't had inside covers.
True, but
They haven't before. Now, if that changes, and I didn't buy the complete series, I said, no, Square, you're not getting more of my money to buy another version of Kingdom Hearts just on one disc.
Yeah.
Because I don't. We were worried how that was going to work with the trophy system,
yeah.
and if that was going to have the same trophy. Do you still have your 2.5 disc for your PS4?
My 2.5?
Yeah. Because if you.
Maybe?
I think. Well, I'll double check. I don't know if 2.5 came out on the PS4 or not.
It did.
Okay. Good God, that scares me every time. It's the air vent.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, so we'll have to check because I want to know.
Because I had 2.5 on PS3.
Yeah, I knew it came out 1 and 2 on PS3. I didn't know if they did 2.5 for PS4. We'll double check.
I did.
If I can put that disc in and we can still read our game files,
I don't think you will be able to.
I don't think so either. But if we could,
That would be.
then I would
so
buy
much
the
better.
complete series.
Yeah.
But otherwise, no, I'm not going to do that. That's not going to happen.
No.
I
I do enjoy the fact that possibly going into Xbox.
Yeah.
There's also been.
We're gonna have to achievement hunt again,
Which is
fine.
because we love that game.
I guess it's another grind after we beat KH3.
Oh,
Because after we beat KH3, I'm probably gonna want to go through KH2 again.
I want to get your opinion on something.
Okay, we got about half an hour left.
Um,
Well, up to a half an hour. I want.
I don't have enough for that.
Yeah.
What would because there had been speculation on a different platform for KH3 to be on. What is your opinion of Switch?
I'm okay with it.
Okay.
I would buy the crap out of it.
Okay.
Like I would buy like 2 copies.
I'm-
I'd buy a copy for me and a copy to like throw at you for when you finally get a Switch.
Yeah.
Because then we could go and we could be like Switchy boys and like take my Switch everywhere and play Kingdom Hearts 3.
I can't
It'd
remember.
be like
I can't remember if the
so awesome.
release date says that it's announced for Switch. I feel like it's not,
it's probably not.
but there.
But if Square did that, that would be one of the smartest moves they've ever done because
I
then
feel
that would
like
be
that's
the
one-
first console Kingdom Hearts that's portable. Because like we never had a remake, and that'd be the first mobile Kingdom Hearts to come out in
that's a full.
as a full release.
That's a full 3D game.
in 7 years.
Because the last one was 3D.
3D, and it came out in 2011.
I'm gonna check on that
I
one.
think 2011, 2012.
I'll check.
It came out when I was a senior in high school. So it was
Okay.
either 2010 or 2011 because Pat and I played the crap out of it.
Okay.
Either that or it was Dream Drop Distance that came out in 11 and 12. Dream Drop was 2015. Maybe. No.
Sure. Let me check.
Maybe?
Because I have it up.
No, it wasn't 15 because I wasn't playing Kingdom Hearts games in
So
college.
Dream Drop came out in 2012.
2012. Okay. So I was close. It was close. It was a year after I graduated high school.
And then BBS came out in 2010 along with Recoded.
Yes. I did remember that because I beat the crap out of BBS, and then Pat borrowed my BBS while I got Recoded. So I was like, yeah, you can borrow my BBS because I'm playing Recoded.
So outside of KH3 coming out in a month, less than a month now.
Yeah, less than a month. It's 27 days.
Outside of that, 2017 was 2.8.
It's not. No, it's actually exactly like. No, it's 29 days
29
now.
days, yeah. 2017, 2.8 Prologue came out.
That doesn't count as a game.
It does though.
I played the crap. I played that on Proud. You were there for that.
No, I wasn't.
Oh, was that before you? Or were you just not there?
I just wasn't there.
Okay.
Because I haven't even played.
I played it. It's a game. I'll agree, but like, I beat it on Proud mode in less than 7 hours.
Well, I say I haven't played. The Dream Drop I have.
no, but 0.2 is a different game.
Yeah, 0.2, yeah.
Because that was 2.8. That came out on 2.8.
Yeah. That came out in 2017. The mobile game, Unchained Key, came out in 2015. Is when it fully released.
Yeah, that's when
initially
it was
released.
initially released because it came out. Yeah,
And
it came out as Kingdom Hearts Key back in 2015.
And then what is this? And what is
Somebody
that?
saw.
In 2013, 1.5 came out.
Yes.
2014, 2.5.
Yes.
And I think it was this year that the 1.5, 2.5 came out. Was it not this year?
1.5, 2.5 came
the
out
last-
in like 16.
Oh, it did?
Yeah.
Well, it's not listed on here.
And then 2.8 came out in 17. 2.8 came out at the beginning of last year.
Yeah, I
And
knew
it came out
that.
in like January. January, February.
Which, that was a dumb thing.
I've only played 0.2 once. Just realized that.
Um,
I don't even know where it fits in the timeline, though. That's the scary thing.
yeah.
But I played it through the first time on Proud Mode, and it took me like 5 hours. If that. I beat it in like 2 streams. No, I beat it in like 1 or 2 streams, yeah. It was a very short game.
Yeah. So the 1.5 plus 2.5 release date was 2017, March.
Okay.
Okay.
So that was 2017, and then I guess 2.8 came out around the same time. Because I had to buy them both. Yeah, because they were re-releasing 1.5 and 2.5 with 2.8 coming out. That was like part of the...
2.8 came out before it.
Okay.
2.8 came out in January.
Okay, so it was January, and then... All right.
And then
I guess my
March.
time, I mean, it's been a while. It's been a year.
That's only been about a year.
Oh, it's been about a year.
Year and a half.
I remember all the releases because they've released these games like 7 times.
Yeah, they really have.
I mean, I love them. Don't get me wrong. And I've thrown a lot of money at Square. Like, I remember in college spending money on getting my birthday gift was a PS2 in college. So it's when GameStop still had them. And I bought Kingdom Hearts 2 because I was like, I want a real copy of Kingdom Hearts 2. And I wanted to be able to play it. I never bought one, though, because...
I don't have my physical copy of Place.
Of 2?
I don't have KH2.
Mine's in my PS2.
It's because
Which is the cable you wanted to steal from my PS2 was because I still have my PS2. So
I don't like I said, I don't have my physical Kingdom Hearts 2 disc anymore because I let someone borrow that.
yeah,
I have KH1 somewhere. I don't know where that one is.
I'd rather just play it on 1.5.
I mean, I would too, but it was a friend of mine. She was playing KH2. Her younger brother or cousin or someone had gotten the disc, and they put a scratch on it.
Yeah,
And she got all the way up till... she got to Twilight Town Visit 3. So right before the
So
final
beautiful.
end. And she
Yeah.
couldn't... Every time she tried to go through a loading zone, it would,
Yep.
hard reset.
yep.
So she was asking around people, like, anyone have an extra disc? I'm like, here, yeah, you can have it. I don't mind.
Yeah, I don't mind. I've got 2.5.
At the time, yeah, I had 1.5
You
on
had
PS3.
1.5 and 2.5 before
Oh,
they
I-
were combined.
No, this was before 2.5 came out.
Oh, okay.
I was like, yeah, I don't...
Well,
I,
we knew 2.5 was coming out.
Yeah, I was like, I have this, whatnot. Don't worry, you can have it. And she's like, you sure? You knew that student.
Yeah, I did. I think I've heard this story before.
It's a student you don't like.
That's very... Anyway, there's a lot of students I like and don't like. We're not going to get into it. All right. Well, I think that wraps it up for us. Any closing thoughts? I'm going to go to the bathroom again.
That's a thought, yeah.
That was a closing thought. It means it's a good time to end.
I don't know. I'm really everyone's excited
Everyone's
for
excited.
KH3.
And we've got about 2 more episodes before KH3 from this.
Hopefully.
So,
We can...
next week's is going to be really good. To give a little bit of a spoiler, if as long as we can, it might just be Sando and I, but we're going to try to get a special guest again. We'll get Nar back, and we're going to try to talk about the factions and what they resemble with mental health.
So we're going to continue on what we had from episode 2,
Yes.
but just more in depth.
We just wanted to have a break for where it was just us again before we had a guest back. We don't want to have a guest every week and then make a guest think we're going to have permanent guests.
I mean, I'm always here.
Yeah. Well, you're a host.
You can't get
by
rid of
definition.
me. You can't get rid of me.
I'm trying so hard.
Thanks, Dad.
All right. That all being said, if you guys would like to watch my content live or see Sando and I play Kingdom Hearts, follow over at mixer.com/killohms, KILOHMS. If you would like to talk to either one of us on Twitter, it's Sando153
Yes.
or Mind of Kill. That's 1L. But that all being said, I hope you guys have a great day, stay awesome, and do great things. And I'll see you guys next time. Adios.
See ya.